This week on the Writers Detective Bureau, Black Lives Matter. I'm Adam Richardson, and this is the Writers Detective Bureau. This is episode 91 of a very different Writers Detective Bureau on what's being called Blackout Tuesday. So it is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020, where mainstream media is pausing their regular programming to show solidarity with protesters in observance of George Floyd's murder by a Minneapolis, I don't even want to say it because it disgusts me that he wore a badge, but a now former Minneapolis police officer, a now former officer whose name I will not use, who is photographed suffocating George Floyd to death. And in that photograph, while killing a handcuffed man, I couldn't help but notice that his badge was prophetically crooked. But this episode is not going to be about my range of emotions on the issue, because that's what professionalism means when we're talking about law enforcement. Professionalism is not letting emotions guide your actions, not letting emotions make decisions for you, not letting emotions cause you to react, not letting emotions like anger or contempt or even bias turn you into a murderer. We all have emotions. That's why the street is full right now of righteously angry citizens. But if you wear a badge, emotions do not get a seat at the decision-making table. As a white male cop in America, I do have something to say. We see the injustice. Black lives matter. We are taking a knee with you. If you don't believe me, look at the news. I just retweeted one small example of this. When have you ever seen cops, not only street cops, but police chiefs, take a knee and give hugs at protests before? You know why? It's because we are on the same side. We are prosecuting those bad apples. We are working with the protesters to identify those that instigate violence at otherwise peaceful demonstrations that are protected by the First Amendment. Again, you can fact check me on this. So as the protests continue across the country and curfews are put into place and cops continue to get shot as they try to keep cities from burning to the ground, I have a writing assignment for you. What is your detective protagonist feeling right now? No matter what important case you have them working on right now in your story, they've likely been told to put on their uniform, find their helmet and their gas mask. And if you're writing about a small town, they've likely been requested by the nearest major city for a mutual aid response. Your detective protagonist is likely on a skirmish line in a riot situation right now. What are their thoughts about being called a racist by the people in front of them, by the celebrities on social media and on the news networks that are covering it all live? Now, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about your character, all of the emotions and things that you've put into them to make them the hero of your story. So what are those thoughts? What are those emotions they're not letting take control of them, all while being pelted with bricks and concrete and urine, or even while being shot at and being expected to stand there and take it? Does your protagonist want to be there? Will this have a lasting impact on your character's desire to still be a cop? And if the answer is no, what will our cities look like when all the good cops, like your upstanding detective protagonist, are no longer there to fight the good fight? Your words have power. Storytelling sets the narrative of history. Use your words wisely. Stay safe this week and write well.